Hey, welcome to Tarmac. I'm Dave.
I'm Matthew, and today we are testing the all-new 2020 5-door Ford Fiesta ST.
That's right, it's Ford's super sporty hot hatch and we're getting to play with it. It's the 2020 version. Come along now, have a look at this. So the all-new Ford Fiesta ST 4-door, actually 5-door if you take in the boot. First time in New Zealand to have the 5-door option, so giving it a little bit more inside, a little bit more room inside, but Matthew will take you through that in a minute. Up front, new looking face, new Ford grille. You can't, unmistakable now. This is becoming the trademark grille. ST badge, that really is the badge you want. More downforce, more good looking, more good looking spoiler down the front here. LED headlights, and I'm reliably informed that these little markings here make the indicators more pronounced. I'll see if I can show you that right now. Up here you can see plenty of radar and all that sort of stuff, so you know it's going to be fully equipped, and it really is. Round the profile, 18-inch alloys and super thin, very grippy pilot tires. Really cool. Wandering down, this is the performance blue option, and it really is quite a striking colour. 4-door, as I say, so you can get in the front, you can get in the rear. Lovely. Not really earth-shattering information there, but you know what I mean. Roof spoiler, always cool. Twin exhaust down the back here, and more downforce thanks to these splitters and air movement here. Looking inside the boot or the hatch, not huge amounts of space, but plenty enough, and a lack of spare tyre, but a way to pump it up should you get into that area. Let's take a look under the bonnet, because that's where some more fun is. So under this very short bonnet sits this, a 1.5 litre 3-cylinder powerhouse of an engine. It really is surprisingly good. 147 kilowatts and 290 newton meters. This thing pulls in all 6 gears, and it's got a great note. Just having that offset is really makes it quite a powerful soundtrack. This, as I say, in turn is attached to the gearbox, which in turn is attached to a great suspension. Let me show you that. So, limited slip diff under here, and round the back, thrust beam rear suspension and directional coils. What it all adds up to is an incredibly fun drive, which I'll show you in a minute. Also, you're going to want the confidence to stop, and this has got disc brakes all the way around. But enough of the outside, let's look inside. Matthew will tell you all about it.
So, the new Fiesta ST. So what's new in the interior? Well, the previous model, the biggest bugbear was with the kind of plain dashboard and the outdated infotainment screen, but Ford have changed that with this new model. So you get a bit of a better looking dash with some fake carbon fiber inserts. You get a proper infotainment screen this time with your phone, audio, navigation, all that sort of stuff. Easy to use, and it's right in front here within reach of the driver. What's new as well is this very grippy steering wheel with a flat bottom and the ST badge over there, and the digital dial, which I'll show you in a minute. The gauge cluster is now completely digital, and you've got a screen over there where you can select launch control from, as we'll show you later on. But what about the seats? Well, this car comes standard with the Recaro seats, and this is the option that you want, because these bolsters are so grippy and you need that. This car corners great, and these seats keep you right in place. It's just incredible. Get these if it's an option. Obviously, the elephant in the room here, apart from the seats because they are quite big, is this, a manual gearbox in a hot hatch. You don't see that very often these days, but it's something that definitely helps you unlock the proper driving ability of this car. It's just incredible. Apart from that, you get your standard cigarette lighter, your 12-volt socket, USB, there's a space for your phone and for your keys as well, and air conditioning taken from the other cars in Ford's range as well. No complaint about that, they work fine and look quite good as well. Now, this car comes for the first time in New Zealand with 5 doors, so let's take a look at what it's like to sit in the back. Obviously the big part about this new Fiesta is that it's got 5 doors for the first time in New Zealand, and that makes getting in the back really easy. Now the doors don't open too wide, but still they're there and makes a big difference. But while you're in here, this looks like a small car on the outside, but my seat sat in my position in the front, which is pretty far back. I'd say I'm quite tall, and I've got plenty of knee room there, heaps of space for my feet, and in a small hatch like this you'd expect headroom to be on the shorter side, but no, plenty of that as well. And you could easily see 2 people in the back over here. 3 people, I'm not so sure about that, but you could get half a person or a small child in here. Well,
Or Dave.
Or Dave possibly, he's quite lean, you know. But enough about all these seats and all the fiddly bits. It's a proper driver's car with a manual gearbox. So let's see how that performs.
So for launch control, you'll notice up here there's a button, or the screen's got launch control here. You simply engage that, it's ready to go. Put it in gear, it bounces off the top limiter, and then you just let the clutch go. So the Fiesta has always been a very, very important hot hatch for the Ford marque. You've had such things like the XR2s, you had just always been a really, really desirable hot hatch, and this ST is definitely no different. It's just such a raucous yet fun car to drive.
I mean, this is the 3rd generation of the Fiesta ST that they've sold in New Zealand, and it's the first one with 5 doors, but that doesn't make it any more less fun. It's so good, and the fact that they've taken out a cylinder from the front, they've actually given it more power than the previous model, which had a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder. This has a 1.5 litre 3-cylinder turbocharged engine, but it's just so punchy and so powerful, and that note it makes is just amazing.
The normal mode is good, the sports mode is better, and the track mode is just insane. The chassis is so strong, so rigid, you can literally throw it around corners and have all the fun on the way through. Oh, it's just great.
The grip is just incredible, and it pulls you into the corner and it holds its line so well. And the thing is that these Recaro seats keep you so firmly in place that you don't see me, shifting around, leaning onto Dave in this video, but I'm planted here, he's planted there, and the car is just planted on the road. I can't stress that word enough. Now obviously the elephant in the room here is this manual gearbox, and Dave's been driving the car comfortably, shall we say. So how does the gearbox feel?
It's tight. It's actually tighter than my dad's hand on his wallet. It really is. He's a Scotsman, by the way.
Oh.
It's every gear is where it should be. The dab on the accelerator makes sure that it just engages sweetly. It's such a fun performance car, and who'd have thought that a 3-cylinder car would come under the name of performance? It really is good. Technology or additional stuff around the car, nice big infotainment screen. It's got the likes of traffic sign recognition.
There's blind spot indicator as well.
It's got a nice big screen, reversing camera, and just a powerful car.
The thing is that Ford made the previous generation of the ST so good that it was always going to be a hard one to top and to follow up, and this car was tasked with that, and I think it's excelled at that. It's just so good, and in those places where that previous ST lacked a bit, this makes up for it, like the creature comforts of the cabin, and despite dropping a cylinder, you now get 197 horsepower compared to previously it was 180, and the torque from this tiny engine is just immense. It's an excellent hot hatch.
Yeah, I mean, this car even pulls in 6th gear. I mean, it struggles for traction in 1 and 2 under launch control, because you just want to push this car so much. And the suspension, the chassis, the configuration, it just... Performance is not just about power, we all know that. It's about how you use it and how it lays it down, and this car does all that. It really lets you just explore corners at paces that really you certainly shouldn't be able to. So there you have it, Ford's new next generation Fiesta ST. All the fun of the old one, plus. This car is a performance car, and sure does it perform.
It's just stupendous, I guess, to use the letters ST in it as well. It's just amazing. I mean, I'm talking a lot, but frankly it's left me speechless. It's just so good. Alright, thanks for watching.
Make sure you subscribe,
and we'll see you next time.
See ya.